12. You noticed, didn't you? I skipped a day again. I find it hard to eke out a hole in the day on the weekend to write, and with the holidays coming up, I expect this pattern will continue. But this neatly segues into what I'm wondering about. What is good enough? In a world where we have constant and easy access to things being produced by massively creative individuals, or more often, teams, how do we hold up our own product and say, it is good enough? And should we? There are the few channels that try to remind us that these people have been at it for some time, were not that great to start with, and likely now have talented individuals making their content. Thanks, guys. But that goes only some way in reducing the anxiety we as new creators might feel. And this comparison spills into real life, where there are countless examples of perfect men and husbands and fathers and lovers with which you can compare yourself if you so choose. And it is almost impossible not to. Life must have been so much simpler when you could not compare yourself to the world. I can remember when there was but a handful of characters on screen you could compare to, and even then knowing full well that they are designed to be perfect or imperfect, or whatever the role required of them. But now those lines aren't as clean-cut, where real people play frontmen to YouTube channels and Instagram accounts. So that is the problem stated, but where do we go? For me, the first and possibly biggest realization is that what you see is the culmination of days or weeks of work, and that it can be seen as a highlight reel of sorts, a reel shot assembled by people whose sole job is doing just that. So it would be utterly unfair and foolish to compare my everyday output to theirs. But that also means that I can try and make my highlights compare to theirs, even if it's not filmed and edited and published. That I should make sure to do things with the people around me in a way that is fulfilling and challenging and consequential in all the right ways, and that when I look back over my day it is clear that there was a meaningful highlight, and not necessarily one that others might recognize as such, since this would be by me for me, and if someone wants to buy into that, let them, but that I can sit back and think, I did that for me.